set to go. Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors.
And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target,
and it'll bring up third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down.
Avery Williams deep for Atlanta.
That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons.
Mac Hollins,
57 yards.
And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out.
And
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Throwing is Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw is Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Uzomah. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He'll take it inside the 25.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
From the 24, Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Rodgers will try again on second down.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Offside, defense. What they call?
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Holding, offense. Oh, man.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2nd down at 5.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
Ball start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Okay, 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Back to throw.
This one complete to Scott Miller.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in the open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
2nd and 3. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Falcons drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded right around the 8. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. New York ready to go again offensively.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go. Let's rock and roll, baby. Get something together.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Rodgers going to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Gotta have it, baby. We gotta have it. That's what it is. Make plays, y'all. Make plays. They can't read them.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first half. But this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get... No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick, please? Thank you. All right, let's go. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. At their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught. It's Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go, fellas.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run again here with Robinson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Check. Next red. Black block.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
They'll give it to Patterson.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Drake London, his intended target,
but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
Touchdown!
Kyle Pitts on the receiving end for Desmond Ridder.
And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
Nothing free. Leave it all out here. Leave it all out here. Let's go, baby. Let's do this, man. Show what you got. Been there, work done. Ain't no joke out here right now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Open man here is Conklin. And out across midfield down to the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Come on, baby. Get it like that. That's right.
Now Rodgers. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They can't beat us, man. What we got? Let's dominate this. Let's be smart. Let's play ball. They can't stop us. Yeah, go right there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
They'll run with Patterson.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Back to throw now on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are right back in this football game.
That's one of those interceptions watching from up here that quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center. Because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down. And that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
Let's roll. Let's ride, dog.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Working with a 2nd and 3. A give running right is Hall.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
This pass out wide to Hall. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Hall. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense, and what a big-time play there.
Hall again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Important extra point up and through as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Come on, baby, get low. Every day, let's do what we do. We gotta get it done as a group. It's showtime, baby.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Robinson with another carry.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down 21-13, a little over a minute and a half remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Rodgers to throw. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking Similar to what I'm thinking, that these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before.
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive.